وأوحى ربك إلى النحل أن اتخذي من الجبال بيوتا ومن الشجر ومما يعيشون ثم كلي من كل الثمرات فاسلكي سبل ربك ذللا.
Now, the understanding of the Quran and prophetic Sunnah according to that of the Salaf, the three rightly guided generations, is definitely for that of the promotion of healthcare to ensure the preservation of the amana, i.e. our bodies. And sometimes in the midst of studying within uni or any educational institution, the fine balance is lost between the priorities of life. And no, I'm not saying that I have the golden formula, because I'm basically the biggest joke man in my year, still on week one's lectures, and yeah man, so it's just a madness. And sometimes we think about it completely wrong, and that studying medicine or deen all day is seen as something that's good, which it's not, because that's not religiosity. Or that chilling with the boys all day, every day is something that's good and it's sustainable, which is not, because that's not balance. But who am I telling you this, and what is balance, and who can advise us on what balance actually is? أنا عبد الله ibn Amr ibn عاص قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يا عبد الله ألم أخبر أنك تصوم النهار وتقوم الليل قلت بلى يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Upon the authority of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn As, the Messenger of God صلى الله عليه وسلم said, O Abdullah, have I not been informed that you fast all the day and stand all the night? Abdullah, he then says, yes, O Messenger of God, peace be upon him. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam continues and he says, فَلَا تَفْعَلْ صُمْ وَأَفْتِرْ وَقُمْ وَنَمْ فإن لجسدك عليك حقا وإن لعينك عليك حقا وإن لزوجك عليك حقا. But the Prophet ﷺ says, do not do that. Observe the fast sometimes and also leave them sometimes. Stand for a segment of the night and also sleep for a segment of the night. For indeed your body has a right over you. For indeed your eyes have a right over you. For indeed your wife has a right over you. And this is narrated in that on Bukhari. And we know that the best example for us to follow is that of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And this is essentially what Allah himself says.
لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا.
Now, as per the definition of health by that of the World Health Organization, health is described as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity. And the reason why I mention that is that studying medicine caters apart from the obvious of physical health, but also for that of mental health as well. It gives you an appreciation for your purpose, such that you realize that you're not a byproduct of chance, but of intentional creation. And as you go from topics, from complex biochemical pathways sustaining you, to different vessels, to alpha, beta, muscarinic, cholinergic receptors, to feedback mechanisms and innovation, not innovation, before some of the tabdi' people would get a little bit too happy in it. Well, you know what I'm saying. You learn that without a shadow of a doubt you have a creator, and it cannot be due to that of logical or probabilistic absurdity as some people speculate.
وفي الأرض آيات للموقنين وفي أنفسكم أفلا تبصرون.
Now in year 2 out of 5 at Queen Mary University of London, the variety of topics that we cover within the first module, cardiorespiratory, is actually, wallah, is amazing. We cover so many things, from that of aortic aneurysms, obviously in way more detail than skimming over it. I'm just giving you the titles right now. Heart arrhythmias, anginas, reading ECGs, from that of the different leads, ischemic heart attacks, venous thrombosis, or is it thrombi plural? I don't know. And when you come across cases and you see people actually affected by such conditions such as that, as Muhammad Hijab, the Egyptian Hulk, Allahumma barik lahu, it just shows you again that what you're studying isn't necessarily just so theoretical, especially when you have an affinity to a person and you love them for the sake of Allah. You realize that preclinical medicine becomes less of a lecture work, I'll do it later topic, to more so, let me actually learn this just in case I ever somehow, essentially in the future, I'm gonna have to know how to deal with a condition like this. And Muhammad Hijab does mention that he nearly died from it. So ajib li amri mu'min, but may Allah bless him and protect him. Ameen.
قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون قل هل تربصون بنا إلا إحدى الحسنيين ونحن نتربص بكم أن يصيبكم الله بعذاب من عنده أو بأيدينا فتربصوا إنا معكم متربصون